Okay, Christina here to listen to some music. And today's music selection is C'est la vie by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I've heard a lot about this band because I've been sort of immersed in a prog rock journey on this channel so far with other things, but a big part of it has been prog rock. It's been really great. I've really loved it. And I have heard so much about this group, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, ELP. Actually, I don't know. Does everyone say ELP kind of like we say ELO? I don't know. It could just be a typing abbreviation. See, we're learning here. But I've been told that I might like this group a lot. I don't know what to expect. So we're just going to dive in. And what are we diving into here? I am a professional classically trained musician, instrumentalist, vocalist, composer, and professor. So we talk about all different aspects of the music, how it's composed, the instrumentation, and how we connect with it. Why do we like it? Or why do we not like it? So, without any further delay, let's dive into this and see what we think. Let's listen. Okay, also, this band apparently is from London, and they started in 1970, and this song came out in 1977. All right, here we go.
C'est la vie. Have your leaves all turned to brown? Will you scatter them around you? C'est la vie. Do you love? And then how am I to know if you don't let your love show for me? C'est la vie. Oh, c'est la vie. Oh, c'est la vie. Who knows, who cares for me? C'est la vie. In the night, do you light a lover's fire? Do the ashes of desire for you remain? Like the sea, there's a love too deep to show. Took a storm before my love flowed for you. C'est la vie. Oh.
Okay, so we're into a refrain there. Wow. Well, I definitely have chills from this one. It's really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. It seems so distant, but it's still so intimate. I'm still not sure what the words are. I know sort of what the phrase c'est la vie means, but I was being swept away by the instrumentation. The form of it seems pretty basic, pretty simplistic, just verse, refrain sort of thing. The harmonies in it are also somewhat basic. They're all like the chords are going to places where I would predict them to go, but they are all very beautiful places that they go. There's nothing wrong with being predictable. Sometimes it's predictable because it's so beautiful, and then we want it to go there, and this is going there. Wow. Okay. It's beautiful. It seems ancient, like Renaissance or medieval. The chorus that came in almost seemed like Gregorian chant. It seemed like men's voices. I pictured monks in a monastery hundreds and hundreds of years ago. And then the plucked guitar, almost harpsichord-like sound. The harpsichord is not an ancient instrument, but the plucked instrument, like a lyre or whatever. And then the flute or the lute. There were a couple of them, and they were doubled, and they were wonderful. And I heard some strings, a little bit of ornamentation in the notes, little flourishes. And the reverb behind it, this is just really, really This is beautiful. I'm going to back it up a little bit and keep going. I'll see if I can catch some more words, but right now I'm just really getting swept up by the actual music, the instrumentation. So, all right, here we go. Let's keep going.
C'est la vie. Oh, c'est la vie. Oh, c'est la vie. Who knows? Who cares for me? C'est la vie. Like a song, out of tune and out of time. All I needed was a rhyme for you. C'est la vie. Do you give? Do you live from day to day? Is there no song I can play for you? C'est la vie. Who knows? Who cares for me? C'est la vie.
Okay. Wow. I was really moved by that. I still didn't catch all the words. I heard the who knows, who cares, c'est la vie. You know, again, I know what the phrase means, but that was heavenly. Like, really, it was glorious. I heard basically a full symphony. I heard a string section and I heard brass. We already had winds in there. And then the chorus, they were angels. It was wonderful. And the guitar in the background. Okay. And then we didn't even talk about yet I guess that's an accordion. And that was the solo instrument for the song. I wouldn't have guessed that it would have gone there based on what came before and after it. But now that it's there, I love it. I love it. So it started to bring up memories, you know, through my musical career, all the performances and the productions and everything that I've been a part of. To me, this brought up just a little hint for those of you that know this. A few numbers in the Broadway show, Fiddler on the Roof. I've had the pleasure of playing that show several times with several different productions, including one time with not the original accordion player that played with the Broadway show, but the main sub. This guy played the show like over 300 times, and he was retired and just lived in the area and came in to this local production, and he put the book of music on a stand, didn't even crack the book open. He knew the whole show from memory because he'd been playing it for decades. So I have some really wonderful musical memories just with that. And I also got to play the fiddle part And for those of you that know that show, it has some really magical musical moments in it. I love the show. So this, not to take away from this was hearkening back to that in me. There were just a couple of, chord progressions that were similar to that. And then you throw in the accordion. I couldn't help but have my brain and my heart go there. But on a separate plane from that, this of course stands on its own. That was just what it conjured up in me with my memory, my own personal, nostalgia. But don't we all kind of need that in music? It's okay to implement our own nostalgia, our own experiences in with this. It enlightens the experience for us, I think. So there were just so many beautiful moments in this, and it just seemed to keep opening up. It was like watching the heavens just open, like cloud formations forming, and then, oh, here's a sunset, and it's just getting more and more beautiful. And, oh, look, a rainbow, and oh, shooting star as the sunset. It's like, what? How much more beautiful can this get? Well, it got there. That was 4 minutes of just extreme beauty. There were imperfections in it. Not in the composing, not in anything. There were little rhythmic stumbles, moments where the tempo sputtered. And I think that adds to the rustic part of this. There's a rusticness to it. And I think that sort of comes into play with the medieval hints of music, along with the accordion. Obviously that's not a medieval instrument. And I'm assuming that's an accordion. I don't think that was a keyboard that was doing that. It could have been, but I don't know. I was hearing the fluctuations in the sound that you can only get by an instrument that has breath within it. So if I'm wrong, hey, that's fine. But, it was gorgeous. And then also I noticed when the tempo changed, so it was in a duple, and then it kind of went into a triple, in the middle. I think it needed to do that to keep our interest. It definitely kept my focus there, just like what's coming next. And you know what? It was actually sort of preparing us like, yes, something big is coming, because then at the end of the piece, it just, again, the heavens just opened up. All right. I want to go back to the beginning and experience the beginning again. Just here where we started this little adventure.
C'est la vie.
See, we're in a very duple.
Have your leaves all turned to brown? Will you scatter them around you? C'est la vie.
It's very simplistic here.
Do you love?
So did you hear that?
And
Oh, that's a lovely woodwind sound back there. Did you hear that little? It's an imperfection, but it's meant to be there in the guitar. I think if it was completely smooth going into that, it would have been too perfect. And okay, and then that woodwind sound. So it's two things together, perhaps flute and clarinet.
And how am I to know if you don't let your love show for me? C'est la vie.
And some horns.
Oh, c'est la vie.
Oh, I hear strings back in there. Almost, are there trills happening? It's so distant that it's almost hard to hear. And then the vocals go into a chorus as well, but those are is it just one person's voice looped over, or are there several singers in the group? They all match really well, but it sounded to me like, men's meditative voices joining together. And it reflected well with the sound from the brass and the woodwinds. And actually the woodwinds, it might have been two clarinets, a higher, just in octaves. I don't know. But it was really beautiful. Let me back that up just a little bit and hear. Let's see what the strings are actually trying to do there.
Oh, c'est la vie. Oh, c'est la vie. Who knows? Who cares for me?
And there's one of those little chord progressions there that reminded me of the Fiddler on the Roof. Da 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 da. You know, it's really, really, really beautiful. Okay, so I'm not sure if there were trills happening in there. Again, it's so distant and resonant that it's hard to tell, but that's part of the mysteriousness of this. So gorgeous. The main vocalist, his voice is a little bit cutting. That's a good thing. The tone is less round, and therefore it cuts through. So it's instead of oh, it's ah. And when I first heard that, I was like, oh, that's going to be a stark contrast with all of the fluffy resonance in the background with the instruments. But I think we need that. But then hearing his voice in a chorus full of that cutting tone is really gorgeous. And maybe that's why my brain also went to Gregorian chant, because they tend to sing like this, da 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 da. And so his voice just went beautifully with that. Okay, let's just keep going. There are so many things to talk about.
You light a lover's fire, do the ashes of desire for you remain.
The low strings. Oh, see, there's
Like
trills in the
sea,
woodwinds. Ooh, sweet
there's
chorus.
a love too deep to
You
show.
hear this string?
Took a storm before my love flowed for you. C'est la vie.
So there, it almost sounds Spanish, except then C'est la vie is French. I don't know. It's okay. It's all good. It's a good old mix of everything. I'm fine with that. Just put it all in the soup. It'll taste great. Oh, that was a gorgeous string line there. I want to hear that again.
There's a love too deep to show. Took a storm before my love flowed for you. C'est la vie.
Beautiful.
Oh, c'est la vie.
And there's that chorus of the cutting tone of the vocals. It's very rugged. It's you have the scooping informal choral singing. We would go ooh, and we would slide down to each note, but he goes ooh, and it gives it that ruggedness here. And so later on, when I did hear some of the more formal choral sounds, to me it stood out even more, like two definite characters in this storyline here. But the sound of it, it's so rich and so full.
Who knows? Who cares for me?
There's that chord progression again. Beautiful.
C'est la vie.
Okay. Right there, I almost thought I was going to hear a drum beat come in. I was like, maybe this is like supposed to be prog rock. So I was like, is there going to be a drum beat? Okay. I thought it was going da-da-dum, bum, 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 you know. Nope. Then we go into the accordion solo. Okay, well, fine by me. Here we go. Gorgeous. So I thought that was going to be another little imperfection spot, but then it was just a quick transition, immediate into the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, this has to be there to mix it up a little bit, you know, A, B, A for the form of it. Yeah, so we've got a little French, little Italian, little Spanish, a little Gregorian chant, and then a full symphony in the background. Okay, why not? Throw it all into the soup pot. Sure. Okay, so now we'll get to the end of the accordion solo, and then where the heavens open up, I have to hear this part again. Choir.
Like a song, out of tune and out of time. All I needed was a rhyme for you, c'est la vie.
Gorgeous.
Do you give?
Brass.
Do you live from day to day?
I love all these
Is there
suspensions.
no song I can play for you, c'est la vie?
Oh, gorgeous.
Oh, c'est la vie.
Oh, that choir part right there. Gotta hear that again.
Can play for you, c'est la vie. Oh, c'est la vie. Oh, c'est la vie. Who knows? Who cares?
Yeah. That right there is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. The angels singing. And the string lines in the back.
For me, c'est la vie.
Sounds like it ends on a string harmonic, but it just goes right back to that little guitar from the opening and then that little sound at the end of well, okay. That was one little spot there. Let's hear.
No song I can play for you, c'est la vie. Who knows? Who cares for me? C'est la vie.
And then that's that harmonic there at the end. So instead of having the finger down very, very tightly on the string, and we play the actual note, we just lightly touch the string and cut it in half. So here, lightly touch halfway through, and it does this. Just like that. That's a harmonic. And they're all different harmonics all over string instruments. But that one is one of the most common ones. So for me, a really simplistic way to end the piece, and so appropriate and beautiful. Oh, okay. I forgot the lyrics. Once again, sorry. Music first, lyrics second for me. All right. Have your leaves all turned to brown? Will you scatter them around? Do you love, and then how am I to know? If you don't, let your love show for me. Oh, c'est la vie. Who knows? Who cares for me? C'est la vie. The night. Do the ashes of desire for you remain? Even the wording here is kind of like old poetry. Out of tune and out of time. That's neat. All right. Well, I think the meaning of this song is still kind of sinking in for me. It's a little open to interpretation, I think. But if there is a specific meaning, then let me know. But of course, it all plays into it, into the beauty of it. And once again, it was so beautiful. Love it. Okay. That was C'est la vie by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. my first time hearing this group. And was I impressed? Yes. Yes. Do I want to listen to more from this group? Yes. Okay, and so now that I think about it, I am remembering that people have been saying that if I'm an orchestral musician, that I would appreciate this group. Now I'm starting to see why. But I also think this might be the group that has some songs that are based on actual classical music. Like, is there one for like pictures at an exhibition? Or is that a different group? I don't know. Okay, well, we'll get into it. But this sure was a fun first step for me. This was really fantastic. So thank you for coming along with me on this listening. And be sure to do all the things, like and subscribe. You can find me on Patreon, support the channel on Ko-fi, or through Throne, or become a channel member. You can make direct requests, take part in polls, and just be a part of our music community. We're really having a good time. And as always, just remember you don't have to be perfect. Just be okay. And keep listening.